Hello and salutations, it's me Salty, welcome back to 2 Cents Toys, and today I'm going over the Articulated Icons Feudal series Fumetsu, the Undying Ronin. And I know what you're thinking, Salty, if you've complained about the last 3 that you've done, why are you doing a 4th one? Well, I kinda put the cart before the horse and bought all 4 of them at once. They look beautiful despite their flaws, and I do like them despite my complaints. They're just not my favorite figures on the planet. So anyway, let's go over the box. You see we get Articulated Icons Feudal Series, Fumetsu Undying Ronin, figure himself, you can see his bag of goodies behind him. Top of the box, you see Articulated Icons and Feudal Series again, with the Fwoosh up there in the corner. Side of the box, you get a picture of the figure. On the other side of the box, you get a picture of the figure and this nice read-up about kind of his backstory. Go ahead and pause that and read it if you want to. On the back of the box, we get another kind of little read-up thing, and the same picture of the other figures available. Again, I wish I'd gotten that arm pack, but I missed out on it. I am aware of the Translucent Smoke Ninja, which I'm very tempted to buy. What's not pictured on the back are the ninjas of the other colors. They have purple, green, brown, gray. There's a few different colors that aren't pictured here. But Fumetsu used to be, I think it's Itami, the evil sensei, so that's who he used to be, to kind of give you some reference there. Just like I'm pretty sure that Surai used to be the deluxe white ninja. You can also see it, is that Sijun? Is that how it's pronounced? Sijun, the drunken master, is now Shizun, the samurai outlaw. And there's Temple Guardians, which kind of look like Silver Samurai to me, but that's neither here nor there. And then on the bottom of the box, we actually get the designers, Fwoosh, the special thanks manufactured, Fwoosh logo again, 14 and up, all that kind of stuff. So it's nice to know who's behind all this stuff. So with all that out of the way, I'm going to get Fumetsu open. I imagine it's going to be the same articulation as Surai, and probably the same accessories, but we'll figure that out once it's opened up. As with the rest of the line, the weapons all come in a Ziploc baggie. Feudal series articulated icons with a space to write the name or the character. There it is. Hope you got a good look, because we're jumping right into the figure. I'm just kidding. We're going to go over everything. So, same spear as Surai, the red samurai. Same spear. Nothing really to write home about. I like the blade on this one a little bit better though, it has some weathering on it, a little bit of age to it. Same quiver and arrows that have come with all of them except for the gray ninja, to include the same arrow. The same bow. The little club weapon is slightly different in that the wrap looks cleaner, has more defined kind of grip lines on it, and the cap is silver instead of black. Otherwise it's the same thing. Same swords with the same sheaths, same stuff. Got the masked ninja head, some really awesome eyes, which I'll go over here in a second. We got the same kind of skull mask that came with Surai, except this one's in kind of a like a black chrome or something. Another face plate, except this one has kind of a painted skull on the front of it, which I kind of like that a lot. And just looking at the wedges, these are the same kind of fattened wedges that are on the other one, but these ones are actually thinner. So I think I might have more luck putting these on. Same helmet, just a different color. This is one of the crests for the helmet. It's black and silver, not my favorite. And then we got these antlers, which is the one I'm going to use because it just looks cool. Here are the eyes I was talking about. They're black with orange pupils. It looks really cool. And that's a theme that follows on to the normal head sculpt. And there's Fumetsu's eyes. Again, they're black with kind of orange irises pupils. One's really clean, the other one's a little bit sloppy, but, it is what it is. I think that's really cool, personally anyway. Speaking of Fumetsu, he shares the same articulation as the rest of the line, as he's basically just kind of the black ninja body under here. It's supposed to be kind of black armor, but it does look more like a dark brown in person. But I think he looks really cool. So even though he shares the same articulation, we're still going to go over it. He can look all the way up, bury the chin. He can look side to side, small amount of tilt. Shoulder spins 360, comes up a little bit past 90 if you force it. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows come up at a 45. He has that same wrist articulation with the peg ball peg, so it's just a matter of getting it aligned, and it'll go any which way you want it to go. And just like Surai, his red samurai counterpart, the chest articulation is limited because of this armor and how kind of thick it is. So you can't really get any crunch back or forward. You do get your side-to-side swivel still. The hips, again, suffer from the same fate as Surai and the White Ninja in that they're very sticky. I've already boiled him twice, just like Surai, and they work out of the boiling pot, but if they have time to kind of return to normal, then they still get stuck and slingshot back. But if you force it and hold it, he can kick forward at a 90, kick back a little bit. If you force it, he can kick out to a 90. But then it slowly goes back down. You have a thigh swivel. Double jointed knees come up that far. Got a boot swivel. Ankle goes back, forward, but again it knocks into this. And a rocker. I'd say out of the ones I have, I think he has the coolest story about committing seppuku and coming back to life and finding the, discarded armor and all that. That's really cool to me. Which his armor is already pretty loose, so I could probably take this off if I tried. Which, if you want to do that, all you have to do is pop the arms out, because again, it's the ninja body, so the arms will pop out at the shoulder, and it's just a matter of sliding it off the top if you want to. Taking these off is a little more involved, because you'll have to boil the legs and pop the feet off and slide them off. So this is the faceplate antler configuration I decided to go with for Fumetsu. I really like it. You get to see his eyes and all that. And these antlers are really cool. But it brings me to a complaint I had. These antlers didn't fit. Actually, I had to take an X-Acto knife and kind of hollow out the hole in his helmet and shave the peg down a little bit just to get it to fit. So I had to do the same thing with the Surai figure as well. A little bit annoying, but at least his stuff is more centered than Surai was. And that's pretty much it. They're not bad figures, and I realize I've been complaining about things I want them to do instead of thinking about the things they can do, if that makes sense. Like, I have a level of expectation for them, and they didn't quite reach that, which is unfortunate, but that doesn't mean that they're bad inherently. These figures are really good. The detail on them is impeccable, especially when it comes to, say, like the rivets on the armor and the flaps, and the overall design of them are great. Like, don't get me wrong. The sashes are sculpted in very nicely. The amount of accessories and swappability that you have in terms of like face masks and helmets and heads, they don't look bad. That's for sure. Would I give them to a kid to play with? Absolutely not. Too many pieces to lose, and no, I just wouldn't do that. But overall, I really like them, especially when you get a display going like this. They look fantastic. I just got these fake trees off Amazon. That's from Snake Eyes, clearly. These are 2 candle holders I painted black. These are some effects that came with the Marvel Legend. Behind the samurai and on the ends of the display are little like dog statues that, again, I got off Amazon. The roof, I've mentioned before, you can buy a pack of them. The background here, this is the inserts from inside the boxes. I just cut one of the flaps and super glue them together, and you have a nice display going. They display very, very well. I guess that at the end of the day, that's kind of what's most important, because I feel most of us aren't actually going to sit here and play with them. We're going to pose them, put them in dioramas, put them on display, and they do that very well. So, I mean, once you kind of get over the whole holding the swords like a baseball bat thing, but then again, they can hold a sword one-handed. They can dual wield. They come with 2 swords. They come with spears. They have that weird baseball bat looking thing. If you look at it from that perspective on the things that they can do and the things they do well, these are great figures. Butterfly joints would have been great. I've said it, I don't know how many times in these reviews. And the hip thing. I mean, the Grey Ninja turned out great. His hips work just fine. The other 3, the hips are a problem, which, the different colored ninjas came out later, so they did fix it. They addressed it. So I'm hoping to get more of these figures in this line, especially since they've heard all the feedback, they've seen the reviews, because again, these figures have been out for probably 3 years or longer. And so they've made improvements, and I'm eager to see what they do with the line, and they look awesome. I can't say that they don't. I love this little display I've put together for them. I'm going to find a spot for it somewhere, because this looks too cool to not display. So anyway, let me know down in the comments what you think. Are the butterfly joints in this baseball bat kind of pose a no-go for you? Because I'd really like to bring these arms out probably about there and have the sword angled out, but just because of the way the balls are in the hand, they snap off anytime you try to do that, so you kind of have to do that up close and personal stance. Anyway, if you liked these reviews, then please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So I've crossed the 200 mark, and that just makes all this worth it to me. I'll keep doing them as long as you keep watching. So anyway, that's all I got for today. So thanks for stopping by, and until next time, I'm Salty, signing off.